Welcome to Cabarrus This Week. I'm Jarrett Glass.
And I'm Jonathan Weaver.
And we're out here at the beautiful Rob Wallace Park in Midland for two purposes this week. First, we want to let you know about the new extended park hours, but we also want to introduce everyone to a few residents that they may not know about. I'm talking about Blade, Aldo, Leo, Finley, Gandalf Squirtle, Coconut, Elvis, Nye, and Billy Zane.
Billy Zane?
That's right, Billy Zane.
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
I think we all are.
Now that park hours are extended from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., you have more time to enjoy those amenities or just take in the park's natural beauty.
And speaking of beauty, let's say hello to our little friends.
I'm Michael Dorsey. I'm Park Program Manager here at Rob Wallace Park. Here at Rob Wallace, we have awesome walking trails, bicycle trails, mountain bike trails. We also have two great bodies of water for fishing. We have a 9-hole disc golf course and an awesome playground. What many people might not know is here at Rob Wallace, we have a mini nature center inside our park office, including 14 different animals. Let's meet a few. We're here with Finley, our red-eared slider. If Finley looks familiar to you, that's because the turtle from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a red-eared slider. As you can see in his cage, Finley spends half of his time in the water and then half of the time basking underneath his light. Finley eats a diet of fruits and vegetables as well as worms. So this here is our rat snake. His name is Billy Zane. He's about 3 to 4 foot now, but these things can grow up to 6 or 7 feet. Billy has a diet here of mice, but out in the wild he would eat any small rodents. These snakes are no harm to humans at all. We also have 2 eastern king snakes here, and all of these snakes help to keep the venomous snake population down. Billy got his name, one of our park program supervisors purchased him at Repticon at the Cabarrus Arena actually last year. He is a juvenile snake, only 1 to 2 years old. And they named him after that famous actor, Billy Zane, who starred some in the Titanic and also made appearances in Zoolander and other movies. Oftentimes we'll have people come into our little nature center here and the first thing we'll ask them is, want to see a snake? And then we progress to want to maybe touch a snake or hold a snake yourself. So this here is Blade, our bearded dragon. If Blade doesn't look familiar to you, that's because bearded dragons normally live in the woodlands, savannas, and deserts of Australia. Blade was discovered by our park rangers at Cabarrus Park. We believe Blade was let go from his former pet life and released into Cabarrus Park. If he wasn't discovered within a couple days, we don't believe that Blade would have made it.
Thank you, Michael, for showing us around the office. Some pretty cool little animals in there.
Definitely.
I gotta say, I was surprised to see all that they really had.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it
pretty
really
cool.
is.
So Rob Wallace Park is open 7 days a week with extended hours of operation now from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So for more information, just visit @CabcoAlp on Facebook and Instagram.
In celebration of Women's History Month, the Bright Star Touring Theater is staging a free, family-friendly show at the Cabarrus County Library that features some of the world's most remarkable female pioneers, such as Amelia Earhart, Sacagawea, and Susan B. Anthony. This is the perfect show to educate and empower girls and boys alike. You can catch the American Women in History show at the Harrisburg Library on March 10th at 11 a.m., at the Concord Library on March 10th at 4:30 p.m., the Kannapolis Library on March 21st at 11 a.m., at the Mount Pleasant Library on March 31st at 10:30 a.m., at the Midland Library on March 31st at 4:30 p.m. The event is free, but registration is required at cabarruscounty.us/events.
Also happening at the library, I'm sure you're starting to look into some of this stuff yourself.
We're in the season for sure.
Yes, the season happens to be college prep, and they have College Prep 101 happening at the libraries. We're in SAT and ACT season, so now is the best time for high schoolers to start perfecting their test-taking skills. And good news, the Cabarrus County Library is offering free practice SAT and ACT exams for those ages 16 and up. College Prep 101 will be held at the Harrisburg Library on Saturday, March 21st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. At the Concord Library Friday, March 27th from 12 to 4 p.m. Registration is required. You can get your name on the list at princetonreview.com/Cabarrus County.
Sometimes we just need to be around others who understand what we're going through. That's part of the goal of Powerful Tools for Caregivers, a free 6-week program that helps adults deal with the emotional roller coaster that's sometimes part of caring for an older loved one.
Here's Department of Health and Human Services Supervisor Susan Doman and course attendee David Wilson to talk about the program.
The Family Caregiver Support Program offers respite, it offers care management, it offers resources and information, it offers training and education, and it offers other supplemental services. Included in that education piece is the Powerful Tools for Caregivers class, which is a free 6 weeks class series that's 1 day a week, 2.5 hours a day, and offers the caregiver self-care topics that assist them with just coping with the challenging situation that they're in.
It helped in people sharing their personal trials and tribulations of going through being a caregiver and a care receiver. The personal stories were touching, they were in depth, and they just were very helpful. It makes you feel like you're not the only one.
What we see is that the caregiver becomes a different person, really. They are stronger, they are more knowledgeable, they don't feel like they're isolated and alone, and they can cope with the difficulties they have ahead.
This was a small class, but it was very powerful, and I won't forget this.
Thanks for the information, Susan and David. Registration is now open for the upcoming course. Call 704-920-1400 for complete details.
Ham radio is a popular hobby and service that allows people to talk across town, around the world, and even into space. If you're a ham radio enthusiast or just want to learn more about it, check out the Charlotte Ham Fest. This amateur radio convention features more than 80 dealer booths and 300 tables for flea market shopping. Lots of cool electronic door prizes are up for grabs too. The Charlotte Ham Fest is coming to the Cabarrus Arena on Friday, March 13th from 3 to 7 p.m. and Saturday, March 14th from 8:30 to 4 p.m. Pre-registration is $9, cash at the door is $10, and credit at the door is $11. Kids 12 and under are free, and so is event parking. Visit cabarrusarena.com for more.
We're now going to go to the county's email inbox to answer a question that a Cabarrus resident wants to know. This week, how do you know when to report animal neglect? We talked to Lieutenant James Torelli from the Sheriff's Office for more information.
We encourage the public to call anytime they see an animal that may be in danger in any circumstances, especially we look for food, water, and shelter. An animal has to be provided shelter and water if they're kept outside for any length of time. Also, we do check for rabies vaccinations, which is a state law that should be current on every animal, those especially outside due to their possible coming in contact with wildlife. We do encourage them to call our non-emergency number 704-920-3000, or if it is an emergency, dial 911. You can remain anonymous when you call our communication center. They will not put your name in there, and an officer does not have to come to your residence to speak with you. That way it can keep you anonymous.
That's good to know. Thank you, Lieutenant Torelli. Well, that's it for today's show. Thanks for tuning in to Cabarrus This Week. Thank you to Michael, Susan, David, and Lieutenant Torelli for your help with today's show.
And stay tuned for information on a variety of topics, including what was discussed on today's show, through our newsletter. To sign up, go to cabarruscounty.us and type newsletter in the search bar. Also be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Cabarrus County.
And you can catch all of our other programs, including Pam's Kitchen, Historical Moments, and plenty more, streaming live at cabarruscounty.us/CabcoTV, or you can download the ScreenWeave app for Roku and Apple TV to watch it on your sweet high-definition television.
I've got 2.
Oh, baller! But thanks for joining us today. If you haven't been out to Rob Wallace Park, you really need to come out here and see all the amenities they got. It's family friendly, tons of stuff to teach your kids and learn about. It's really quite a gem here in Cabarrus County.
It really is. It's a great place.
And until next week, we'll see you then.
Take care.